Okay, so here we are. It's about saves wise, it's day 22. It's like 3 days later, but in like time I spent in the game of my life, but it's actually a lot more than that because it doesn't count all the times you quit and go back to a prior save. But this is Sanctuary Hills now. I was thinking about developing down along the river, but I really like I didn't like building in the old houses before. It just they were too crappy looking, but with the right lighting and stuff. Anyway, you'll see if you like it or not. But yeah, there's only about 3 more people living here. I found one of them, gave him a job. I have a new weaponry and armor shop up ahead. Let me get out of build mode. Okay. Yeah, but coming into town, I have the general store here. The storekeeper lives here. There she is. Here's her shop. One of the mods I like a lot is OC Decorator. It lets you use a lot of the junk that you find in town and place it places where it doesn't get knocked over if something bumps into it. I kind of overdone it a little here, but this is her shop, and then across the street, I have another mod that makes Marcy less haggard looking, and now this is her nightclub. She moved out on June. She's not at work yet. We'll come back here later. This is the new weapons and armor store. I just assigned a guy to that. There's a guy. Oh no, I signed him here. I'll check him out. Yes. There he is. That's that. And then here's the ammo department. And here, there's nobody assigned here yet, but this is be the ammo station. Back behind it, they have a kind of like how this came out. Their bathroom. I hang all these flags and stuff because there was big gaping holes in the walls. And then this is also kind of like the back defense of the settlement. There's walls stretching most of the way around so you get to the end of the cul-de-sac up here. Those guys will live here. This is slow down a little bit. Flip it around, hurts my eyes. That's their living room, one workstation. Kind of hang out here. Most people eat and drink and hang out at Marcy's place, or they did till I put it in a gym. Yeah, now they all hang out there. Hardly anybody goes to Marcy's till late. But yeah, I was gonna have the merchants live back here. I try to remember to put bathrooms in for everybody, and not everybody has them, so people are still sharing. Might have 1 or 2, 3 houses even to a bathroom. Remember that Sim Settlement place I tore down? That's what replaced it there. But let's go next door. Yeah, here's where the gym is. Yeah, nobody's here right now. This is the Health and Fitness Center. Yeah, these are the clinics here. Put a barber shop chair there. Nobody's working it yet. Yeah, one thing, I can't use that OC Decorator to set objects on this because it doesn't recognize it. So I set stuff in there by hand, and every time there's an attack, you're like, look, a bunch of rat scorpions attacked. People are throwing grenades, and all that shit got knocked everywhere. I'll clean it up later. Let me speed up a little. Let's get a little slow. Yeah, that stuff luckily did get knocked everywhere. Yeah, I think there's 2 bedrooms here. That would be for the barber if I ever get one. And there's the doctor's bedroom. And there's a little surgery back here. Then beyond that, we're kind of into the residential area. Marcy and June used to live here. Marcy used to be a farmer. I was going to put a shop here, but it felt too narrow, so I just filled up with storage or whatever. This was Marcy and June's old house. In her role as the gardener, she was also our chemist, so we have that set up here. This is their old bedroom. June still, well, he's on guard, so I never see him sleep. But somebody else is occupying that bed, I don't know who. And somebody else sleeps up here, not sure who. And my house is next door. Yeah, I haven't really wired it much. I kind of like it with the candles and stuff. Yeah, there's Mama Murphy still. I wish I could move her chair into the bar, but I can't get her out of her chair.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, this has not changed much at all. I put some carpets down. Yeah, this is pretty much the same other than the carpeting. And oh, there's one store way up the street here, the clothing store. And I got the Voltec guy working it.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in sanctuary, prepared for the future.
There he is. And then I don't think I've moved him in here yet, but I was planning to have him and move up here. But there's a third bedroom. Yeah, we have room for 3 here. Then I haven't done much up this way other than that. I haven't done anything with that place. Ended up sticking an outhouse out here just because it seemed like a good place for one. Your poop and stuff could run downhill, you know, out of the settlement. And then my remember that thingy you need to get into the institute that I had here. I usually like using windmills and really just windmills for power. I had this giant ass thing to power it, so I haven't really decorated back here, but that's my power plant. And then there's a shack here I haven't really built out. I don't think anybody sleeps back there here. Haven't done anything with this place. This is that old storefront. It's emptied out. I haven't just bothered to tear it down yet. Oh, this is a pet Deathclaw I have from another mod, which allows me to build in the glowing sea. Now, not that mod in particular, but it gives me a good place to build. Then I have another mod that lets you build up to 12, I think, other settlements, other, you know, places that aren't already settled. Yeah, I want to build a settlement out there in the glowing sea. Okay, here's Sturgis's garage. And sorry, the light's kind of saturated because my avatar is under the influence of a psychoactive plant you can manufacture at a chemical workbench. But anyway, here's my power armor station. Here's Sturgis's desk. That's that Voltec management system. This it's coming that way. No. That powers the garage door. It also turns off the lights out front. That's about the only fancy electrical work I have. And then there's a couple other. Well, there's a couple workstations here. This motorcycle is actually rideable. I don't use it much, but it's best to use when you don't have any companions with you. Then there's kind of a little junkyard back this way with a couple more scrap workstations. And I don't think we're missing anything. Let's see if Marcy's working yet. Another mod I have is called Singing Settler. It lets you set up karaoke microphones or just microphones for like a lounge singer, male, female voice. You can select songs. One thing I like using the female vocalist because they get all the animations while they're singing. They're in the animations for the lounge singer at the third rail in whatchamacallit, Hancock's Town, whatever it's called. But shoot, it looks like there's people gathering tonight. But she's not at work yet. Well, what we're waiting for her, this is the back terrace of Marcy's place. And then down below, so I've been using a lot of mods. One lets you grow
Growing well.
marijuana in the Commonwealth. You can roll joints, smoke them. That's part of the color saturation effect that my character is suffering from right now. But yeah, it's like, I just like it. One thing, playing survival mode, it gives you a way to save without taking a nap. Every time you smoke, it saves. That's by virtue of another mod too, that allows you to smoke the cigars and cigarettes you find in the game. But it is kind of cheating, and not only in that respect, but you can make a ton of money selling blunts and joints to different vendors, and almost all of them accept them. Oh yeah. Oh, and also you level up like crazy just rolling joints. You level up a ton.
Don't ever let your guard down.
So, but I played the game fair so many times through, I don't feel like I'm cheating. But this is, yeah, Marcy lives up here now in, I think, this room. And then I have another room for the bartender. They have the mod that gives you this cannabis, gives you a nice snapping gardening tables too, which you can use for other plants, but you need to use the planters you get in the game are bigger than these, so you need kind of extra planter space. But yeah, this is their little porch up here. Oh shit, here's Marcy. I think there's some way I can get her a... Oh man, she's not working. No, I'm not gonna shoot her, I just... disappointed. She might not sing tonight. Maybe just interaction with what? Well, while she's making up her mind, let's go look at something else. There's the defenses along the back. Running around here, but up here, a lot of the attacks in this sanctuary hills comes from kind of the creek or the lake, whatever it is behind here, and they also seem to spawn right in town. So I've started building guns that both face right down the street and out into the, over the borders of the settlement. This one gives you a nice view in town. I can get up here without falling to my death. Yeah, I put the missile launchers facing out and the laser turrets facing in because you don't want to blow up my own stuff. But yeah, here's town. See my place there where my cursor is. There's the clothing store, Sturgis's garage and junkyard. Oh, that's June's place. I don't remember what that place is. Yeah, there's this defense, and then let's move on to that place. That's the next one. Oh yeah, that's the clinic. Okay, I can get there this way. Whoa. Thump. I want to go up the stairs anyway. Yeah, but through. I don't want to get kicked in the head. Let me go this way. I'm getting a phone call. Trash. Yeah, there's somebody moving in up front, and they need to borrow some tools, get some things done. So Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, I guess the defensive perimeter around the back while we wait for Marcy to get to work. That one. There's another gun out this gangplank here. It's safe to jump down here. I think we're on top of the gun store? Or the doctor's office. I don't know where I am at this point. I'll soon know. Oh, this is the... yeah, the doctor's office. But, and there is kind of a wall here of hedges and fences and stuff. But, I think these rat scorpions that attacked spawn within the walls. And I do have a mod that is supposed to stop that from happening. Okay, so... well, hell, maybe we won't get to see Marcy sing. But we might get to see somebody sing in my, the next community I want to rehabilitate. It's still not working. There's cows here. Well, shoot. But no, let's just run up there. Maybe we'll run back, see if she gets to work. Maybe it just takes me leaving town for her to get to her workspace. I do notice that if you spend too much time in a town, people won't, can't really find their paths around. But here's Red Rocket, and it's got 2 sim settlement elements. Now this is like a little advanced, more advanced garage junkyard than the one Sturgis has. Ooh, hold on, I just saw some of that. Is that harvestable? Hold on. You do lag a bit sometimes when you first enter these sim settlements because they're so chock full of things. But yeah, I love this. This is a defensive post that they built. But the rest of it is stuff I built. And this town doesn't have a nightclub, but I'm going to turn my big grow room up here. I'm going to turn this into a nightclub. Right now, here's where the bar is down here. But yeah, it's pretty nice here. And then the settlers live and work along here. I think these are all houses up, and there's no decoration.
Most folks are
Just the structures.
Yeah.
I just wish I had some clean water to drink for once.
I guess they need clean water too. I'll take care of that. This is the next town I'm going to work on. Let's go back to Sanctuary and see if I got far enough away for Marcy to... whoa, sorry. For Marcy to go to work. I think we're striking out. I don't hear the music. Not gonna happen. Yeah, we're all disappointed. Anyway, at some point if I catch the act, I'll put up a tape. It looks great in here when she is singing. It's a nice little setup. Even during the day, it looks great through those windows. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna move on and start rehabbing Red Rocket truck stop. But thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Take care.